All right, here she is, the Blackstone 36-inch griddle. This is the Pro Series. I have been waiting for this to come out very patiently. I think they had issues at the Pacific port getting in supplies, and so they have finally arrived. Has been out of stock for a long time. All my friends have been getting Blackstones, and I have just really been wanting this specific model, and so glad that it finally was released and at my local store for me to pick up this week. So this is going to be my attempt at a time lapse to show you how this goes from boxing to first use. And here we go. All right, there she is. It took me about 2.5 hours, I think, start to finish. Of course, I had a little break in there. Anyways, pretty happy with the way it looks. It's more of a slate or gunmetal gray versus your standard black series. You can see this version comes standard with 4 hooks on each side of her shelf. Also, it comes with a little magnet strip for various utensils. Each shelf lifts up and folds down. It's very easy to do that. Other side, same thing, 4 hooks. No magnet strip on this side though. Up underneath, we have a garbage bag holder. Folds up and down, just like similar to the shelves. And you have to fold that down in order to fold the top shelf down. Obviously, probably the #1 reason why I chose the Pro Series was because I didn't particularly like the propane tank hanging off the side. I wanted the shelves to be able to fold down and store it away a little bit easier if I wanted to. Plus, I just didn't like the aesthetics of the propane tank being exposed. So the Pro Series model has your propane tank storage directly underneath it. So I really like how that is hidden. Along with the storage for the propane tank, you'll notice we have one kind of shallow drawer and then a little bit deeper, kind of like a file folder size type drawer. You see that the grill is moving a little bit when I open the shells, but you can lock the wheels in place so that it doesn't slide on you. I love the knobs on this one. They got nice little chrome and orange texture feature to it. The black part right here has a rubberized feeling to it to have a little bit better of a grip on it. And then I still got to pull this little blue tape off of here, and then you see the Pro Series stamp on this one. And then obviously one of the biggest things that you'll notice right away from the Pro Series versus the regular ones is our big hood here on the top. Got a nice metal handle that matches the handles below. It lifts up, stops back there, and then the usual 36-inch griddle top that you're used to seeing on Blackstones. Now it's not like spring loaded or anything. So you do want to be careful when you let go of it, just kind of slowly so it doesn't slam the back of it. We'll come around the back here. The usual tray there for your grease trap that is kind of your standard on the rear of Blackstones. Now, one of the things that I saw in the reviews of previous Pro Series models that people disliked was the fact that the rear of it was open. So they've halfway fixed that, if you will. They did include a solid panel here so that your drawers were not exposed. I think people were complaining that the drawers were being exposed, therefore anything they had stored in there was getting wet when it rained if they left it outside at all. So now that remedy has been fixed, and so you should have limited moisture getting into those drawers. And then here on the other side though, you can see through to the other side where the propane tank would sit. Looks to be like everything is okay. There's a couple of things though. Right here, there is a dent. It does not look like it should be there, but I will say there is an identical one on the other side. Now, if you back up and the sun or the light hits this just right, you'll see little small imperfections. It may not be easy to see on this camera, but those dents are on each side. They do not look like they belong there, but maybe they are. Maybe it's part of the structural integrity of the hood. You can see through to the griddle on this side, so you're going to have probably a whole lot of heat escaping this rear entrance if you are cooking anything with the hood closed. But overall, super happy I waited on this model to come out. I'm glad I didn't just go ahead and get one of the regular ones and get a hood for it. I really wanted this Pro Series model because I really wanted the storage for various utensils and supplies. I also wanted the propane tank hidden, and because the propane tank is underneath, I am able to fold these shelves down and store it a little bit easier. Show you what that looks like with these down. Here you go. So that is going to be a little bit more easy to store if you have a tight space to put it into. So anyways, I hope you like my little quick preliminary review as well as the time lapse of putting it together. I will have to say it was pretty well pre-assembled. It was just some minor things here and there to unscrew and rescrew. So I was very happy with how easy it was to put it together. And I will be doing some follow-up videos showing you maybe our first use, or maybe how we season it in our first use, and then maybe a follow-up review, several cooks down the road to let you know how things are going. All right, thank you so much.